Welcome back, Legendary Potato here. Today I want to talk to you guys about why I don't finish some of my maps that I make, things like mini games and stuff like that. Now, there's kind of a lot of reasons why some of these happen. I'm going to kind of talk about some maps that I've made and haven't really finished, and just kind of some ideas that I thought would be cool but then didn't really turn out to be anything complete. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. So it's going to be more relaxed, just kind of discussing some maps that I never finished and some kind of behind the scenes and stuff like that of what kind of goes on. So anyways, there's a lot of worlds I'm going to go through. I'm going to try to just, briefly go through them and just kind of explain some things. I guess a good place to start, if we just kind of go down the list a little bit, I guess, well, the murder mystery, I kind of plan to continue working on that, but if we go down a little bit further, something like Team Skywars, kind of still plan to work on that. But when we get to less recent things like the boat race just kind of didn't work because you're not able to make boats actually go up anymore. You can't make them go up in the water. I don't really need to load the world to explain that. But then if we go even further, something like Elytra Hunger Games kind of just didn't work when I played it out. But we haven't gone to anything big yet. We haven't gone to like this. Here's a good example of something I'm talking about. So let's just kind of load it up creative and kind of show you guys what I mean by this. Alright, so here's kind of an idea I had where I basically wanted players to use TNT to kind of fight other players, and kind of like Bomberman style, where you would have to kind of blow each other up kind of thing. So I kind of made this map, which I thought it was pretty cool, by the way. So you kind of get some TNT, I believe, in here. Yeah, you get some TNT here. And the whole idea of the game is that you're supposed to blow up your kind of path and try to blow up your enemies. So there's like tons of ways you can go. So you can kind of like blow this up, back away, do that kind of thing. So let's see here. So you just kind of walk through, do that, and there's like tons of dirt you can do. I thought it was just a really cool idea. It didn't really ever finish, just because the whole idea is that, well, I didn't want to use flint and steel, first of all, which, I wanted to make it so there's levers underneath every single thing so that they automatically go off. So let me show off on this side what I mean. So if we just go over to like here, then it just automatically blows up, so you can do this, that kind of thing, which I thought was going to be a good idea. But just how long it was going to take to put in the levers just kind of demotivated me a little bit, so I just kind of stopped. But the concept was really cool. I feel like it could have been something really, really cool, but I didn't even get halfway done before it just kind of turned into nothing. So you see you can't even blow up anything from here, but you can blow up from there, probably from here. Yeah, as you can see, you can kind of go around here. You can blow up paths and stuff. I thought it was a really cool minigame, but then didn't really turn out to be anything, which, I don't know, if there's any minigames in this video that spark your attention, like, wow, that would have been really cool if you finished that, let me know down in the comments. So I'm really curious to see what you guys would have liked to see as a minigame, but I'm just gonna, some of these are maps that I've streamed and built too, but never finished. So if we continue on a little bit further down, PvP Arena, that's a really good example as well. So this is a modded map, which, I basically made an arena where it's pretty much like a class system. So something like, I guess you can think of like Overwatch or Team Fortress, where you get your own classes. It's like Archer class, Scout class, all these different classes. Some stuff missing, I guess, because it's a considerably old map. I think it's about a year old by now, by the time I'm recording this. So, you get your own class, and you basically just, drop down into here. It's just a giant PvP arena, so you go ahead, fight each other, stuff like that. I also have modded effects, by the way. These are all modded, so obviously you're not going to actually run like this. You go ahead, fight each other, you got your own classes, which I thought was really cool. Just one of the big problems was I couldn't really think of a way to make it so you could pick your class when you're starting. And so then an idea I had was just have each class have its own section. So this would be one class. So then everybody can only be one class. There's no duplicates, which I also wasn't sure if I felt like that was a good idea or not. But you can see this, there's a lot of detail on this map, by the way. But I wasn't really sure how to go about that, and just kind of stopped working on it. But it's a really cool map. The arena looks really nice, I'd say. I mean, it's simple, but it's also pretty big in scale. It's big enough for what you need it to do, stuff like that. You just kind of drop here. I believe these are slime blocks, by the way. Yeah, these are slime blocks. So you just kind of drop from a pod, and then you get started. So that's kind of an idea I had, just a class PvP, which I thought was pretty cool in a way, but just never finished, just because I didn't really know how to go about doing classes. But other than that, it's pretty much finished. All the classes are pretty much made for the most part. So I believe this is actually an old Bedwars or Egg Wars map that I had in mind at the time. Oh yeah, okay. So if we come onto here, it looks like I don't remember too much, but I think this is a generator. Oh yeah, see, it gives you emeralds and stuff. So then there's villagers here, which aren't even modded, obviously. So, you know, you kind of get your money generators. I guess you just automatically do it yourself, which is kind of lame, I guess. But then, you know, you got your stuff. You know, it's very simple, just money wars or egg wars or bed wars, whatever you want to call it for the time. This was before Bedwars was really popular or anything. This is a long time ago. But, you know, you just kind of see, it's just a very, very, very simple concept. Not much to it. Don't really like it. I think I'm probably going to scrap this one. But if you guys liked the map, I mean, it's very simple compared to something I would make nowadays. But, you know, if you guys like it, let me know. So as we kind of continue on, as you can see, we get further down the list, just maps that are so much older. Class PvP. I believe hold on, I'll have to see on this one. I don't know if I recognize this one immediately. I'll have to look and see. Ooh, okay. Oh, this map. Okay, so this one was one I actually really liked. It would have been a really cool map. So it's basically, you know, you get your own classes. You know, it's kind of like, it's very similar to the style I made with Capture the Wool map, which I'll probably discuss later. If I don't, then I apologize in advance. But basically, you know, you get two sides. It's just a two-sided battle, and you just kind of walk. You know, you get I believe I was gonna make it so you actually get like jump boost and stuff, so you could actually like jump all the way up here and do that. I think it was all calculated. Yeah, see, so it's 4 blocks, so you could jump 4 blocks and go up. So it's kind of like that, so you could just jump around the map and do stuff like that, which I thought was really cool. Like, it's gonna be a really cool concept, and just kind of never finished it in a way. I don't know what demotivated me on this one, but I thought the concept was really cool, just having like, you know, your two sides and just kind of having to fight, and it looks really futuristic and stuff. But I'm not sure what exactly happened with this one, but it's something I would look into again if I like had a reason to work on it some more. But I don't know, this one's just kind of there as a map that I kind of forgot about for a while, but I kind of forgot, and it's actually a really cool looking map. I kind of wish I finished this one though. Like, this is something that'd be really cool to play. So let's kind of continue on. Like, where we can see a lot more maps more frequently. As we go down this list, there's going to be a lot more. I know there's a lot of maps that I have never finished, and it's just kind of that way. Like, yeah, this one, and stuff like that. This is just a lot of incomplete stuff, which some of it's just laziness. Some of it's just like I'm not motivated. Some of it's just I don't know where I want to go with this. So I believe this is going to just be a simple PvP map, two-sided base kind of thing. I think this one's probably way over a year old at this point. So basically it was taking place in a mesa, and so I just kind of made a mesa theme kind of thing going on. So, you know, you could just be down here. I have swiftness on, by the way. But, you know, this is like a bridge there, just kind of, you know, gaps it just for decoration. There's no purpose for it. But that was just kind of the idea of this map. Didn't really ever go anywhere for whatever reason. It didn't. But it was kind of a cool map. I don't think it was anything amazing, but, you know, that's all there is to say about this map, really. You know, I think I worked on it for maybe just all of one stream, which is something I think we'll frequently see, is that they're done for maybe like 1 or 2 streams before they're just kind of discontinued permanently, which is a little unfortunate because they should have, you know, gotten more recognition than that. I think this one's another good example of that as well. It did actually put it to hard, I guess. I don't really know. I think this one was an idea I had where it's kind of like tower defense. Yeah. Oh, I think the finished map's on another hard drive, but I guess just to explain it, basically what it is you would have mobs that would like come down. So let's say zombies. Okay, so like a zombie, oh, he's got pants on. But you know, he'd just kind of come down, and you would be here trying to like defend it. So you'd like shoot arrows and just kind of make sure everything's fine and stuff like that. So, you know, everybody would get like random, you know, spawn rates and stuff like that. Maybe you get like a faster mob, like a silverfish, because those go pretty fast on the water, I think. Or like you get like a guardian or something, which go extremely fast as well. So yeah, so there was just kind of a lot of ideas, just kind of tower defense, see who could last the longest, which I thought was pretty cool. Actually, also swims backwards. You know, there's pros and cons of each mob, which I thought was a cool idea. But I'm not sure why I didn't finish it. Maybe it just didn't feel like it's something that would be fun to play. So I don't know. It felt basic. It felt like there was something missing to it. But, you know, there would be a pressure plate system where it would just detect, hey, you lost, and, you know, you'd be out of the round or something like that. So, you know, again, you can start to see a lot of similar patterns, which is like lots of stuff just kind of is just done from early stages. So I'm not sure what this one is. Wait, did I miss any? I guess we'll check this one out. I'm not exactly sure what this one is. I'm not sure if I'll have anything for this, but I don't even recognize it yet. Oh, okay. So this is what is it called? It's like Death Run. So basically, you would run from whatever the thing was, Death Run. Like somebody, oh, like there would be traps. So like somebody would activate some traps and stuff, and then you run certain ways. So like you can run. Oh yeah, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to run on these slime blocks, and then you're supposed to like jump in here, do this kind of thing, or run on these logs. So it's just like you're trying to run through the map while the players that are like trying to kill you kind of like set off traps and stuff. So that was kind of the idea for that, and then just didn't really go anywhere. I think this was like a one stream thing and then just kind of discontinued. But it was kind of a cool idea. I feel like I just took the wrong approach on that one and just kind of didn't turn out all right. So sorry I have to keep clicking the play offline. I don't think I can connect to Xbox Live because it does that weird thing sometimes. Alright, so I'll show off a few more, but like I think I'm starting to get the idea, you know, across of like how many maps I haven't finished. This one's another Hunger Games map, or just first Hunger Games map. I mean, nobody makes Hunger Games maps anymore, so that's probably a good first reason, of course, but as well as that, it just like seems like it would take forever to finish a map like this. Like, I mean, maybe I can convert it to something more like I don't know, people like play Murder Mystery or Hide and Seek. Maybe I can convert it to that if I really felt like it. But you kind of get the idea what's going on here. You know, it's just like it's supposed to just look like candy. You know, like Skittles or something. You know, that kind of thing. Just supposed to look like that, just all colorful and stuff. Which, you know, they look pretty cool like that. But also, excuse for the voice pitch there. That was kind of annoying. But you get the idea, right? You get the idea what's supposed to be. There's not much going on. Took quite a while to make it, and then didn't really turn out to be anything. But this is something I would consider again, but I'm not sure. Like the amount of like how much work I'd have to do, and like how much it would, like I don't know. Like I don't know if it'd seem worth it to come back to it, but it's a cool map. It's a cool concept. You know, it looks nice. It's got the point across. So we'll keep going. As far as I need to, like there's tons more I probably can show off, so if you guys are interested, I'll keep going, but you know, you get the idea. So here's, you know, another one. Yeah, like it gets really frequent down here as like, you know, just maps that I haven't saved on in a long time just kind of bundle up here. So like here's this. Oh, this is a really cool looking map. I don't know why I didn't use it for anything. Again, like two-sided team minigame. So like all my team minigames, I don't have many because I don't finish them frequently, but here it is. So basically, you know, you got your two sides, you know, you kind of do your PvP thing, you know, it's like simple fortification here, you know, you like take cover if you want to, you know, for like somebody shooting you, that kind of thing. There's like pits where you can just fall and die, you know, lots of ways to go. It's a very simple map, you know, simple concept, you know, two bases and just kind of fight each other. You know, I thought it was cool. You know, it's a nice looking map, and I think it's actually got wool too, so it's like you take out each of their wool and you win. So that was kind of the idea I had, but then it just kind of never finished, unfortunately. Well, actually, maybe it did. Is there like, oh, see, there's like pods and stuff, so I guess in a way it works. Let's see. Oh, see, it's got everything you need. So I guess it just kind of turned into, I don't really know what to do with this map at this point. But that's kind of the story behind this one. Maybe I could play this map. I mean, I'm sure it's a playable map. I'm not sure why I didn't touch it after I made this, but I thought it was cool. So I thought I'd share that one as well. I'm not exactly sure why that one didn't finish, but I feel like that was probably one of my better ones as well. So that's not. These aren't too interesting. Like some of these are just like I built for like 30 minutes and kind of stopped. And we'll go into this one because that one should be interesting. I think this was supposed to be like a Portal themed map, and then it like just never finished. I think there was, like, it doesn't take a lot for me to get unmotivated to work on something. Like if there's like a little wall where I kind of can't think, then I kind of stop. Okay, so yeah, I think, wow, actually this map would have been really cool. I don't know why I discontinued it, but I think it's just like something. So here's where you would spawn. So here's like first level, probably some signs. I don't really care to read them. But basically, I think it's a 2-player map. And so I guess I can kind of show it off. So as you can see, there's a pressure plate there. So we'll just pretend we'll get a squid or something to kind of demonstrate. So there's a squid here. So we'll just pretend, you know, your friend kind of sits on this. And so it kind of, oh, actually, wait. I don't know how this puzzle is supposed to be done. Okay, I guess I can relearn the puzzle. So I don't think you're supposed to be up there. Unless, I think the puzzle is you're supposed to knock somebody up here. Like, you're supposed to punch them up. And then you do it again. And then, like, they come up to here. And then you activate the green one. Then that does stuff. So, like, the green one. I won't do the whole thing. But, like, there's a green thing. So that activates that. So then you can, like, walk to here. And then I think you just go here. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but I think you're supposed to, there's like some way to go over there, and then like that activates something. Oh yeah, because this activates this door, and then so one of the players is supposed to go on there, the other player goes in there, and then it's just supposed to be like that, and then you like jump over to here, and then there's like a yellow thing over there. So then somebody stands on here, so then the other player gets across. That's just the whole idea behind that. It's just supposed to be teamwork and just kind of problem solving, which I thought was really cool. And then I kind of stopped at level 2, which I think this is actually, I think this is inspired by one of those PC maps, but then I just kind of made it my own. So it's like a button here, and then that like does stuff over here, stuff like that, some redstone. You get the idea, but just never finished it for whatever reason. But, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of puzzles, like there's colors here on the floor, so you're supposed to like do something like that, like maybe have your friend like stand on those. I think that was the idea I had. It's like a glass maze. You get the idea on this map. Would have been a cool map. I think I could go back to that one, but we'll have to see. Like, again, it's hard to make maps sometimes just because like you gotta make sure you're constantly interested in working on that map, or else it's just not really anything too much. And then, oh yeah, see, these are all these right here, all these are unfinished projects. This, like all of these really, like it goes down for quite a while. So that's at least that there. So I don't think I'll go through all of them. I think you guys get the idea. If you guys want me to go through the rest of them, let me know. Maybe I can do a part 2, but I think I got the point across. You know, it just kind of comes down to things like just being unmotivated, or I'm out of ideas, or I can't really think of how I want to do a certain thing, and just kind of turns into I don't feel like working on this. I'll put it off for, you know, a little bit, and then I kind of put it off forever and don't really look at it ever again. So anyways, hopefully you guys like this video. I thought it was kind of informative, at least to both myself and maybe to you guys who voice crack, sorry. To you guys who've probably stuck around. If you guys have stuck around on the channel, you probably recognize some of these maps, and you're probably like, oh yeah, I remember that map. Wonder why you stopped. Then it's kind of like, oh, that's kind of why that happened. Kind of do that. But anyways, hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're new to the channel so you don't miss content like this every single day. But have a good one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.